My name is LaShonda Foy, and a little bit about my story. I was not born with a silver Tiffany spoon in my mouth. My first home was Lincoln Court's housing project in Jackson, Tennessee. My mother had me when she was 16 years old, and we lived in a very cozy space. Actually, we shared a space with my aunt, also a teen mother, and my cousin. And the four of us, we shared a home with my grandmother, who also was a single mother of two from different fathers, and she suffered from an addiction to alcohol. My mother, who's an amazing and courageous woman, was determined to break the cycle of poverty, and she did that through faith and education. So it's amazing, but she found her way through high school. She graduated with me on her hip and landed at a local college. And at Lane College, she met my dad, who adopted me. And when they both finished Lane College, we moved to South Florida to start a new life. In Florida, I professed my faith at 8 years old at a small church called Hopewell Baptist Church in Pompano Beach. And what was so incredible about it, my father, who rescued me, and my mom, we actually were baptized on the same day. And that was quite memorable for me. So both my parents, they moved on and established great careers. We moved into a middle-class community, and we expanded our family. I had another brother and sister, and we thought we were living the American dream. My true awakening came when my hero, my dad, he became addicted to drugs. That was a terrible setback for our family, and we did like many families. We pretended it didn't exist, and we hid it from the outside. But after the addiction became so overwhelming, we knew where we had to go, and that was to God in prayer. My father continued to struggle with addiction. He was living on the streets, and I had to get away. So I went away to college. Well, while away in college, I was waiting for the dreaded call. My father was still living on the streets, and it had been 7 years since he had been homeless and addicted to crack cocaine. The call came. The call was not for my father, it was my grandmother who had passed. The amazing woman who laid hands on him every night and prayed over him for his healing. She had not told us that she was suffering from cancer, and she passed away. But what's really amazing is how the passing of one actually gives life to so many others. Because soon after she passed, I witnessed a miracle. My dad was delivered from drugs after being homeless. After my father was delivered, it was very clear that all my trials, all my burdens, I would take to the Lord in prayer, because I knew there was nothing, absolutely nothing, too big for God. I actually graduated from college and moved to Atlanta and started my career. And as my career progressed, I did have trials in life and in my organization, but there was nothing, absolutely nothing that was too big for me at that point. You know, the piece that I could reach back to my family, to my history, that we had gone through and were able to overcome through faith, actually gave me the strength to take on any challenge, any obstacle. So company downsizing, reorgs, they were just that, a simple change. that I can pray through, that I can pray about and pass over to the Lord and know that He would guide my steps.